Hi Kirby fans, and today what I'm going to be doing is showing you those 5 crucial tips, do's and don'ts on what to do and what not to do with that Kirby Avalir. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Hi Kirby fans, welcome to the channel. Those of you new to the channel, returning to the channel if you haven't already and you enjoy the content, then make sure you check it out the other videos and slap the subscribe button, ding that bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment. If I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So today what I'm going to be doing is showing you 5 crucial tips that I've learned through owning a Kirby over 25 years on what do's and don'ts not to do and do with your Kirby Avalir. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Right, tip number 1. Tip number 1 is not to use non-genuine Kirby bags. You must use these Kirby bags. I will put a link in the description if you need to buy some, save you paying extortionate costs from Kirby. So I'll put a link below in the description for these. And a G6 I picked up and they'd use non-generic bags in there. And you can see the damage this actually caused to the outer bag. So that's why I'm suggesting not to use those cheap bags, because they're going to disperse all that dirt and grime into your external bag, and then your external bag becomes the filter. Right, tip number 2 is when you vacuum with your Kirby, obviously don't use it to vac up any plaster dust. What it actually does, it actually goes into the motor and it just causes an absolute nightmare. And when you get your Kirby serviced, they actually have to strip it right down to get all that plaster dust out that has actually gone in towards the motor and around the harbour. So don't use it for plaster dust. Again, make sure you don't vacuum any bricks or screws up. Just check the floor, especially if you've got an Avalir, because if you chip that fan and it spins off centre, it's going to trip the fuse inside, which is going to stop your Kirby working. So then you've got to have a new fan fitted and an internal fuse. So that's tip number 2. Right, tip number 3 is if you've got your Kirby and you're using it to vac hardwood floors, which I do quite a lot, make sure your tech drive's not on, because what tends to happen with the tech drive going is the wheels tend to spin and they'll wear away, or they'll damage your floor. Especially if you've got a bamboo floor or a wooden floor like me, they will actually spin and put marks on your floor. It's not too bad with tiles, but again, even if you're shampooing as well, you don't need the tech drive on. So that's tip number 3. Right, tip number 4 is going to save you a lot of money on belts. With tip number 4, what it is don't leave your belt wound on your Kirby or your shampoo system when it's not in use. What it tends to do is stretch the belt. As you're vacuuming, obviously the brush roll is going to spin. You're going to need to put a new belt on because it's stretching over time to that excess. If you watch my channel a lot, you know I've got 9 different Kirbys to go through. So I've got quite a few Kirbys, and what I do is wind the belts off, purely because if I'm not using it day to day, then that belt's going to stick in that one position and it's going to stretch. Also with the shampoo system, what people tend to do and I've found that with Kirbys that I've bought second hand, they tend to wind the belt off so it's hooked on. Then they'll leave that and that'll be left for like 6-7 months, if not longer, and then they'll come to use the shampoo system and the belt's just stretched out of shape and you need a new belt. So just hook it just lightly, so it's got it lightly and there's no tension on that belt. When you're not using your shampoo system and you just want to hold that brush roller up, just hook that belt lightly. But what I found with the new shampoo system is the brushes don't fall out. They actually clip in and sort of hold themselves, so you don't really need to wind the belt on, especially if you keep your box and you keep it in your box. So that was tip number 4. Tip number 5 is when you're vacuuming your mattress. Now you normally set your Kirby up as the deep cleaning portable, and what Kirby recommend now, and I think that's purely just to protect them against damage to your mattress, is not to use it with the brush roll running. Now when I used to demonstrate the G3, we used to have the brush roll running. Now there's certain mattresses you can have the brush roll running on. This is the type of mattress that you actually can use it on. Right, so Kirby recommend that you don't have the brush roll on. Now with mine, I never have the belt wound on. One, it's not in use. So at the moment, I can flip that off and that will come off. So if I say vacuum a bed with the bed sheet on, then I'd obviously leave that off. If you've been vacuuming and you're the type of person that leaves your Kirby belt on, and use your Kirby every single day, then what you can do without having to keep taking the portable head off, just put that on, like so. Okay. So now the belt is on. If you're going to vacuum with the sheet on, then all we recommend is you turn that to the off position, so red to red, and you can go back away, and that's just straight suction. That's without the brush roll running. Now if you've got a mattress like this, and I'll just move these and pull this back, and I'll zoom in so you can actually see. So for an older type mattress like this, there's nothing that's going to pull. I don't know how expensive this mattress was because we bought it second hand, but you can see it's not going to pull, and you'll get a lot more agitation with the brush roll. You can get a lot of agitation brush roll as well for your delicate carpets and for doing your beds if you like. Again, I will put a link in the description for one of those. But this, as I said, this type of mattress, you can use it with your oblique brush roll. I do, and it hasn't damaged it whatsoever. But if you're using it with just the sheets to cover it and protect it, then it's just straight suction. So it's the next type of mattress, and what we've got, I've just got our Kirby, so I'll just put it on the floor for now, and I'll just pull these sheets back and I'll zoom in and actually show you what type of mattress it is. We've got a topper on it, so if I was to vacuum it with the topper on, I can leave the topper on, but again, I would have it on straight suction for that reason. Or if you pull the topper back, and I'll zoom in to show you. So if you've got an expensive mattress topper, you don't want to damage it. So again, this is the type that you're going to use straight suction for. So your belt would be wound off, and you use straight suction for here. If you peel it back, we've got a memory foam mattress, but it's actually a very soft material. So your brush roll would actually wear this away with the agitation of rubbing on it. Because all that's below this is just memory foam. So if you're vacuuming a mattress like this, so you don't damage it, and that's why Kirby suggests now that you just use it for straight suction. And I'd recommend that for all the new mattresses, because they're going to have this type of material or your topper material, which could get damaged. So just have that on straight suction. Hope you enjoyed the video, and there will be links in the description below if you want to buy any bags, belts, any content like that. So make sure you check those out. Don't forget there's outtakes at the end, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you check out the new videos and the other videos on here. There's loads of content for you guys to enjoy, and it's absolutely free. Well, I'd like to give a shout out to my new subscribers. We've got 6 more, so it's absolutely amazing. So don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't watched a previous video, we've got that ultimate prize giving away at 1,000 subscribers, the amazing G6, and it is absolutely mint. So make sure you check out that video. Right, so I'll start with the first one. We've got a Sapico 875. Thanks for subscribing. I've got a Raymond Novado. I've got a Cassie 2060. I've got a Ricardo Marcantiono. I hope I've pronounced that right. So Ricardo Marcantiono. And I've got a Paul Vols. I hope I've pronounced that right. And I've got a Kendra Cat. So again, to those 6 people, thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for your support. Thanks for subscribing. A big thank you to my continued subscribers and supporters and viewers. It's amazing what you're doing. Amazing support. I love the comments. As I've said before, make sure you comment below. I do reply to the comments. Any questions you've got to ask. Again, just check out my Kirby Enthusiast Facebook page and comment on there, and I will reply to your comments. If you haven't already and you enjoy the content, then show your support by slapping that subscribe button, ding that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below. I will reply to the comments, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what I'll do is I'll see you in the next one. Then as you're vacuuming, the bend, if it's sucking up the brush roll. Now when I used to demonstrate the G5, when Kirby you get your Kirby. So as I said, there will be a description below. You'll enter up your comment, and if you like what you comment. Now when I used to demonstrate that, right, tip number 5, Kirby. What it is when you vacuum your beds. Now Kirby offer I hope you enjoyed the video, and as I said, there will be links in the description below for any of those items I've substituted there. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as I said, so again, if you haven't already, show your support, and if you join the